Hey Math Kids, today we're going to talk about probabilities related to some of the specific bets on a craps table. In the previous video we kind of talked about this, but I want it to be a little more directly related to your specific assignment. And so there's a probability of pass line, I believe is one of the problems on yours. And so the way you want to approach this, you want to first write down the numbers that make you win. Okay, so I think it's winning pass line, actually. Okay, so to do that, we want to write down all the numbers to make that true. Now, if you remember from the previous video, to win on the pass line on your, it's winning pass line first roll. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so to do that, you have to roll a 7 or an 11. So we come down to this chart that we have. So there's 6 ways to roll a 7, and there are 2 ways to roll an 11. So there's a total of 8 ways to get what we want. Okay, and then there's 36 total outcomes when we're rolling 2 dice. And you can leave it like this. You can reduce the fraction, or you can turn it into a percentage. I think most people understand percentages a little bit better. And so I got 0.22, and so that, let's see, 0.22, and that translates into about 22%. So you have a 22% chance of winning if you bet on the pass line on the first roll. Okay. Now, what about winning don't pass? First roll. So don't pass, that means you're betting against the person who's rolling. So to make that happen, you have to roll a 2, a 3, or a 12. So once again, if you don't understand where I'm getting these numbers, make sure you watch the other video that explains the rules of craps first. Okay, so a 2, there's 1 way to roll that. A 3, there's 2 ways to roll that, and there's 1 way to roll a 12. So that's a total of 4 ways out of 36. And that's going to be 0.11, I believe. Yes, which is 22%. Or not 22, 11%. Okay. All right. Now, let me erase this. Now the next one is the one that trips up kids like every single year, because there's not really like a good way to ask this question. So that's why I'm showing you how to do it. So it's the pass line winning, not first roll. So like second roll, third roll, all of that stuff. So the problem with this one is we don't know what we rolled on the first roll, but we know what possible numbers we could roll. So we could roll a 3, we could roll a 4, could roll a 5, could roll a 6, 7, no, because it would have ended the game. Then we could do 8, whoops. We could do 9, 10. Oh wait, we can't do a 3. Sorry, that's a craps. One of the craps numbers. Okay, so those are the only outcomes that we could get. Now, they're individual though, so it's not like we're going to find them and then add them together, because it's either we got a 4 and that's our probability, or we got a 5 and that's our probability, or we got a 6. Now, 4 and 10 have the same probability, 5 and 9 have the same probability, and 6 and 8. So basically, we need to find 3 different probabilities. So probability of 4 on first roll is going to be this, or 4 or 10. Probability of 5 or 9 on first roll and then probability of 6 or 8 on first roll. So technically we've broken this up into 3 possibilities. And so if we look at 4, there's 3 ways to do a 4, there's 3 ways to do a 10, so this one's going to be 3 out of 36. If we look at 5, there's 4 ways, and 9, there's also 4 ways. So 4 out of 36, and 6 and 8, there's 5 ways. So 5 out of 36. So if we do this, 3 out of 36, 4 out of 36, and 5 out of 36. So we go to our calculator, 3 divided by 36, 4 divided by 36, and 5 divided by 36. Okay, so we got 0.083, so if we move that over, it's 8.3, but I'm just going to say 8%. All right, there's some lag, I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, 4, we already found that, so it's 11, and then the other one's about 14. So basically, depending on what we roll the first time, it's going to change this probability to one of those 3 probabilities. Okay, now another one, I'm not going to go through all of them, but you may have like a probability of 4 hard way or hard 4. I can't remember exactly how I worded it, but all that means is you have to get doubles, and so any of them that are a hard way, there's only one way to roll it. And so it's going to be a 1 out of 36 chance, which if we change that into a percentage, that's about 3%. And then there's another thing that I have written on your homework, it's odds. So probability of odds 6. All that means is you go to the number, look at this table right here or whatever, there's 5 ways to roll a 6, and so that's going to be 5 out of 36, and then we divide that, and we get about 14%. Okay, if you need additional help, please come to Math Lab. Until then, calculator.